I don't like to run or stationary bike indoors. I've tried on occasion.
Yeah, I think some people are intimidated by mountain or trail running, that it's something that's too difficult, and they gravitate towards the easier surfaces. I find it just really engaging. You can't zone out, or you might find yourself tumbling. No two steps are the same. You're going up, you're going down, you're on technical trail, then it might smooth out. You're constantly changing gears. Your body just sort of takes over, and you see a spot five steps down the way, maybe just this big, and that's where your toe will land in between a bunch of rocks or roots.
And sometimes it's a meditative time for me. It's just always so different. Sometimes it's like a constant foot massage. You're pressing on little rocks, or pressing on all those trigger points on the bottom of your feet.
It's just become a lifestyle. It's not hard to get out the door. It's something. It's how I want to spend a couple hours of every day if I can.
Feeling stronger physically made me eventually stronger, I think, mentally, and it's been a wonderful thing for my life. I was always kind of shy and introverted and not very confident, and I think it's really made me into the person I am now, and I'm really appreciative of that. I was on the way up to the 6,000 foot peak. Was coming up on a guy, and he said, "Oh, way to go, you're the second woman." And in his next breath, he said, "But that woman in front's a lot younger." But it was one of those things that sort of stuck with me in the back of my mind until the Matanuska Peak race a year later. And at the starting line, a year later, and I'm looking around me, looking at the competition, and there weren't any big name women there. And I looked at them all again, and I thought, yeah, boy, they're all younger than me. And I looked again, and I thought, I bet I can beat them all.
I mean, now that I discovered the mountains, it's definitely, I think, can be a lifelong activity. I'm 42 now, and hopefully when I'm 84, I'll still be doing it. The peak, usually people start dropping off in their late 30s, and I don't know if since I started late I've been able to extend that, or I know the slowdown is coming, but it's still pretty exciting to still be setting my fastest times at Mount Marathon and not having a big drop off in other races into my 40s. So I'm gonna ride it as long as I can. Racing is sort of the payoff for getting in really good shape.
I'd like to continue to run into my 70s and possibly 80s. I'd kind of like to do one more Ironman and get one in my 60s. So plenty to look forward to.
There's no bad days in the mountains. It can be pouring rain or 90 degrees.